Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So we've got two choices today. This is my standard 5-card reading where we look at how your person of interest feels about you and where the relationship is going, okay? So deck 1 is the movie tarot, as you can see. And deck 2 is the Merry Medleys, I believe is what that's called. Yeah. So pause the video if you need more time. Timestamps are down below. And you can use whatever method works for you to choose. And if you wanted to watch both readings, you certainly could. It's a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. I am reading for the community, so I'm reading for a lot of different people. If it doesn't fit or is confusing, it's probably not for you, but if you're here, there's likely a message for you. So watch one, both, or check out the playlist linked down below for a different one, okay? So I'm also probably going to I'm thinking about using some songs and my emotions cards that I haven't used in a while, but it just depends on, how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling it or not, okay? So before I get started, I want to let you guys know that I do offer private readings, and thank you to those of you who have purchased the private readings. I appreciate that. It's awesome. Keeps the channel going. It helps me to keep coming back here and making more readings for you guys. And if you would like to support the channel in another way, you can hit the like button. It is free. It does support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to receive notifications when I upload my next video. That's another way you can support the channel. And it does help others to find this video, and others might be looking for it, and it makes it easier for them to find it as well. So all of that being said, we're going to get started with group 1. All right, hello, group 1. Thank you for tuning into your reading. So I did go ahead, as you can see, and pre-shuffle today, and several of the previous readings that I've done on this channel, I have been live shuffling. And there is something to like about both methods, but I've been really busy, and I was actually in the car waiting for my car to warm up when I said, you know what, now is a good moment to draw some cards for the channel. Now that I'm just sitting here anyway, so that's what I did. Hence, now we have pre-shuffled cards, but if I feel drawn to, I will shuffle some cards on camera. In fact, I am kind of feeling like doing that anyway, so I'm going to put this number up here. Hopefully you can still see it. So go ahead and think about your person of interest, the one you came to the reading for. Remember, energies can be interchangeable or vice versa. So just apply it, how it resonates. So just go ahead and think about them, what you would like to know or just about them. And for group 1, let's tune in. What does our person of interest feel toward group 1? What does group 1 need to know about what their person of interest feels about them? How does group 1's person feel about them? Oh, okay. Nostalgic. Okay, so this could be somebody from your past. You could be here for an ex or for somebody that you've known for a long time. If this is somebody that you have met recently, there's something about you that reminds them of their past, but in a good way. Because generally things that we're nostalgic for are things that made us feel good, like the good old days, okay? So I think an odd if you like me to read the card. I'm not sure if I should do that right now. But I guess I can read the first. I mean, you can screenshot it and then read it for yourself if that's what you want to do. These cards are really educational. This is from the Emotional Barometer deck, because a lot of people are out of touch with their emotions, or even if they're in touch with their emotions, they still don't fully understand, you know, what that means. So it's very helpful in a self-help kind of way as well. But it's like this person is daydreaming about you. You make them forget about the hardships of the past. This card talks about visualizing you and everything that you do, and picturing like romantic scenes as well. Yeah, so deeply thinking about you and getting lost in thought about you. And longing for you, for those that, especially if you're in separation. They remember the little restaurant you went to, the final hug that you gave them, details like that. These are examples. They could even be going through their phone, scrolling through pictures that they have of you. Sometimes they feel a little bit sad, like a little wistful at those memories, especially, you know, if you're in separation. But mostly, and for a lot of you, the memories are pleasant. And again, you could just remind them. Some of you know this person from a long time ago, even from when you were children. Obviously not all, but some. And like this card is saying, we are 7 again. It's a Saturday morning. The sun is shining through the bedroom curtains. The wallpaper has big pink and blue flowers. We are waiting for everyone to wake up and are on the floor designing a game on a large sheet of paper, and the mood is serene and focused and filled with hope. Or we are in New York for the first time, and it's intensely warm, or just a full range of memories. So however that resonates or applies. Okay. Meditative, nostalgic circumstances. Okay, that's what they're thinking. That's how they're feeling about you. Very sweet. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. I'm going to hold off on pulling any song cards for you guys, if I'm even going to do that today. So the first card out of the batch is representing the viewer. Interestingly, we have the Hermit. So some of you are in separation from this person, or you're just very, very single. I doubt you're in a relationship, but if you are very much withdrawn, or on your own journey, soul searching, probably what brought you here, or just even if in a relationship, you're feeling very, very single. Okay. So go ahead and move that over to the side and get into your combined energy with your person. It looks to me like you could be feeling nostalgic as well. So sometimes people watch a reading and they're struck by the fact that what the reader is saying really feels like the reader is describing themselves. And everyone is you pushed out. So it's not surprising that what the reader is saying can resonate with you as well as your person. You could be mirroring one another. Both of those things can be happening at the same time. Because we've got the sun here, so it's like some sort of clarity is happening, or soon will happen in this connection. And it's a feeling of light and love and joy between the two of you. The sun is kind of a nostalgic card for me as well, because you're never more carefree and happy than when, you know, you were a child. Even in the worst of childhoods, there's usually at least, you know, a few memories that really bring out the kid in you again. And when you think back on those things, they make you feel happy and warm and safe and good. And I think that's what you experience when you're together, this feeling of that, because the sun is, typically it shows the little child on the horse, you know, horseback riding, being wild and carefree and happy. And here it's showing Maria from The Sound of Music. I'm sorry, I'm chuckling to myself because I'm hearing the song, what do we do with the problem like Maria? So she's like trying to go and become a nun, but everybody around her knows that she's not suited to that. But she keeps trying, right? She really thinks that maybe that's what she should be doing. This is what we've got here, the hermit energy. Maybe you really feel like, you know, maybe I should be single. Maybe I should stay single, you know, or maybe I should pursue a religious path, or maybe some other inner and personal goals should be my focus. And maybe I am being led away in another direction, you know. Maybe that's kind of what some of you are thinking. But then you meet this person and it's like they have changed your mind and actually shed some light on some things that bring you hope and possibility and help you to see things more clearly in ways that you can enjoy yourself and have experiences that maybe you didn't even know that you were missing out on. Okay. So it's a very positive energy. The sun is extremely positive. It's considered, you know, the most positive card in the deck. And so it's definitely one of the better cards. So the feelings between the two of you at present are very good. And she in the movie, she's a nanny. In The Sound of Music, she's a nanny. So children could be involved in some way. They don't have to be, but there could be children in the mix. But I really feel like this person brings out, you know, your inner child. And when you're with them, you can experience play and fun and pleasure and all the good things, right? Despite the fact that, I mean, if you're looking at her, she looks like she could definitely use some light, some fun, some humor, some good times. She could use that in her life. So I wonder what's going on with you guys. In this movie, this is Out of Africa, and that's Meryl Streep. She is separated from Robert Redford. I don't know that movie because I think might have only seen it one time a long time ago. And it's a really long movie, and I don't know. But I do know that they're in separation. So a lot of you feel this way because you're in separation. But when it comes to the connection is alive. It is alive and well. Excuse me. So how does your person feel about you? We have the Ten of Cups. Extremely positively about you. Okay? I mean, the Ten of Cups means this person's in love with you. The Ten of Cups likely means that this person knows that you are in love with them. But the good news is, they're in love with you too. Okay? If this is a new connection, then this person feels extremely positively towards you. They just feel really like you're someone that they can see themselves being with long term. The Ten of Cups is a card of a serious relationship. So they can see that in the future. Maybe you guys are both waking up to this potential or this possibility with that sun energy. But if you don't know this person really cares about you, in a lot of cases, for a lot watching, you know, this person really loves you, your person really loves you, then, you know, then you will be. You'll become aware of that. You'll get clarity on that. So, I mean, what else can be said about the Ten of Cups? It just feels very positive. If you live with this person, if you are in a relationship with them, they are happy to come home to you. Whenever they come home to you, they're happy to do that. If you are in separation from this person realized how much they really did love you and how much they really do love you, and they do want to reconcile with you. So it's really good in that sense as well. I'm hearing some of them knew from the moment they saw you. They had this light bulb moment, this aha moment, that you were the one. Like they could see themselves with you for the long term, for the long haul. Others of you, this aha moment is happening now, and they realize they're in love with you. But I just think you guys really feel happy when you are together, however infrequent or frequent that may be. And maybe some of you identify with the term twin flames, but you know, that's a possibility as well. Soulmates, something like that. And you just feel like, you know, there's a lot of love, a lot of warmth, a lot of good feelings here, you know, between the two of you, especially on your person's side. You seem to have things on your mind, but this person, they love you and they feel like you love them as well. So what's the outcome? The wonderful 9 of Cups. Now, I don't cherry pick my cards, so I want to put that out there, because anybody that knows something about tarot probably knows how unusual it is to organically get the Sun card and the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups in the same spread. Like, let alone all 3. But it's not unusual for me, and my regulars can attest to that, because I've talked about this before. And when I do live shuffle, like I did in previous readings, we see these major arcana cards coming out, and these really good cards like this, and these really rare combinations coming out. They just do that for me. I got it like that. Okay, I just got it like that. You guys got it like that, because I'm reading, you know, your energy. But yeah, just putting that out there. 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups, the Sun, extremely positive energies here. And the future looks very, very, very bright. I don't feel the need to pull any clarifiers, because it's pretty obvious to me that this is a very positive reading, and there's a lot of love and warmth here, a lot of light in this reading. If that's not your story, choose another group, because this is what it is. And the only question I have is why you're in the Hermit energy, but it's really not that important. You know, I assume that if this is your reading, you know why you're in that energy. What's important is what's gonna happen here. So I mean, be careful what you wish for, I think, is what it is with this 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment card, because you're going to get it. It's going to happen. And try not to overthink it or get too negative or worry too much or overthink, because you don't want to ruin the happy outcome the universe has in store for you, the happy outcome that you're manifesting with this 9 of Cups in the outcome. But it is wise for you to be in the Hermit energy to some extent, to really soul search about what's going to make you happy, because that way you can be really clear about that. So you're aligning with the version of this person and the outcome that is really going to be what's best for you. Because sometimes what you want and what's best for you are at odds, like they're not the same, and that could be not good. So I feel like a message is coming through for some of you to make sure that you make that intention that whatever I want is good for me, you know, and I align with that version of the outcome. Because you're thinking about it for some reason. Just don't go down a dark alleyway in your mind about it. Instead, remember the way this person makes you feel, with the Sun energy being the dynamic between the two of you. They make you feel alive again. They make you feel like a kid again. They're so much fun. You guys do fun things together, go on adventures, feel free, feel warm, just love each other and enjoy each other's company. It's like all the crap of the world that drags you down disappears when you're with this person. Like, you're just in the moment together, and it's beautiful and it feels good. Okay? This person's very tuned in to that fact and to the energy of that. They love it. Their cup runneth over. They see you long term. They're happy to come home to you. They, I mean, all is right in their world, right? It's like Ralphie on A Christmas Story. You know, he finally gets his red rifle. He gets his rifle. He's laying in bed. It's Christmas night, and he's laying there and he's holding it. And the snow starts falling. And in his little 9-year-old world, all is right with the world, right? And I think that's like the last line of that movie. It's Christmas time. It's a fair analogy. So that's the feeling. Like, all is right in this person's world when it comes to you, when they think about you, like in how they feel about you. And on your end, just Maybe you're worried that, you know, you're going to get with this person and yeah, maybe there's going to be some sort of a twist, some sort of painful or ironic twist, you know, like once you get to know them, they're not as nice of a person as you thought, or once you get into a deeper commitment or something, that you find out that this person might look good, they might be good looking, but they're kind of stupid, or, you know, they're bad in bed or something like that. You know, don't go down that dark alleyway, because you don't need to. With this being right on top of the Sun card, this is basically saying that you guys have the maturity to make good choices in this relationship, and that it would be easy to get carried away. Like, this can talk about overindulgence with the Nine of Cups being on the Sun, and overindulgence of what? The Sun represents, you know, represents pleasure and having a good time and having fun, you know. But I mean, so that will be something that you're going to want to, you know, apply some common sense and moderation to. But beyond that, I don't see any problems here. So just as long as, you know, you have good intentions towards this person and your desire is wholesome, and it's like, you know, coming from a good place, and you're setting the intention that this is a good thing, you know, go ahead and, you know, rejoice. Come out of that hermit energy and get on that Wheel of Fortune, right? Isn't that what comes next? The Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Hermit, and the next is the Wheel of Fortune. So she's on her way down. She's traveling her path of lonesomeness, you know, seeing what she can see, helping out where she can help out. And then she turns the corner, and there's a carnival, and there's this wheel, and it's the Ferris wheel. And what does she do? She sees her love there, and heaven opens up, you know, and they decide to get on the Ferris wheel together, and all of her cares and her worries are thrust aside, because she just finds herself having such an excellent time, having so much fun, and making such a really great memory. So some of you, that's exactly the memory that your person is remembering right now, or a memory that the two of you share. Or this is going to happen in the future, and you're going to remember this reading and that I said so. But this is what's happening. So you're going to be celebrating. This is your wish come true. And what is the advice for you? We've got the Emperor, the Divine Masculine. It's kind of an interesting image for the Divine Masculine, right? A little bit in the shadow energy type Divine Masculine with that card. But so it could be letting you know that, yes, this is your divine counterpart, your Divine Masculine, your Divine Feminine, whoever you're here for. But just to tune in here. I'm hearing be bold. Tap into your Divine Masculine energy. We all have feminine and masculine energy within us. And we can draw on that when we need to get things done, to, you know, attract what we want, to do what we want to do. And this is really saying, you know, be bold, take the initiative. Some of you need to take the initiative on this. It's like, stop wandering around and being lost in your soul searching, you know, or whatever you're doing. Stop isolating yourself or anything like that. If you've stopped doing that, cool. Continue doing what you're doing, because this is saying that for some, that's a message that I'm getting. This is about taking responsibility. Those are all Divine Masculine energies anyway. Taking responsibility, regardless of whether we're talking about this relationship, work, family, self-improvement. Some of you are really on a self-improvement journey, and that's wonderful. But you're about to have some fun, okay? Things are turning. The tide is turning, and you're gonna really have some fun. Some of you are fathers, or going to be a father or a mother. Perhaps have children with this person, or something is coming through about children. If so, you want to be protective of your children. Not to scare you, it's just a message coming through. Just really take care of your family and keep providing that stable, structure for them. And, just defend what's yours, defend your turf, protect your family, protect your belongings. Kind of a protective energy coming through that needs to be said for somebody. And just find your vision. Maybe you're on a vision quest. You're trying to figure out what you want to be doing, not just in the relationship, but in life. And it's saying, by now you should know what your vision is. Just pick something and go with it. Start building. Start building on that. Build in whatever area that you want to build to achieve whatever you want to achieve, whether that's family or work or something else in your community. Like, what is your vision? What do you want your legacy to be? Keep doing that. Let me see if we want to get a song card. These songs are in order, actually, so I don't really want to mess that order up. Let me try something real quick, guys. If this reading is resonating and you like the reading, or you just want to support the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. It does keep me coming back doing more readings. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box below the video. And I don't know when I'm uploading this, so I can't say, but there's probably going to be a deal from Keen linked down below as well. You can look me up on there or get a private video recorded reading from me here through the channel. Okay. I think I want to pick you guys a card, but I need to do something first to make that happen. Because I have a system. Okay? I have a system. These cards are big and awkward. I don't want to shuffle them, but I do want to get you guys a card by using this randomizer that I like to use that works very well for me, and let it tune into your energies and pull the right card for you and see what comes out. And then maybe I'll hand shuffle one of my songs decks and get you a card from there as well. Maybe get some messages. Do you guys want messages from this person? Is there anything else that wants to come through? This is an awfully bold and strong card to come up. Somebody could have a drinking issue. If you know, you know. If not, don't worry about it. Some of you have a tendency to worry. If you do, you're being encouraged to handle that. Take control of that situation, okay? If there's something that you're doing to excess, I just say drinking because look at all the cups, and then this excess, and then the good time Charlie, the Sun card, and then the Emperor is talking about taking control. So maybe your person has a drinking problem or some other sort of dependency. Again, this is a very specific message that won't resonate for everyone. So whoever I'm talking to, you're going to need to take a firm hand and take a firm stand with that. And or this person is taking a firm hand and a firm stand with that. They're getting it together. Okay. It's also about an opportunity. So just be on the lookout for an opportunity, because I mentioned the Wheel of Fortune, even though the Wheel of Fortune isn't in the spread, but I'm getting an opportunity, a chance, a turn of fortune. And you have what it takes to take charge, to get that promotion, to take over, like another company or something, to outperform in such a way that if you assert yourself, you're going to come out ahead like the top dog. Or whether you want that or not, just, well, why wouldn't you want that? Yeah, because if you're in the Hermit energy, the Hermit is very soulful, is a servant, enjoys that kind of a spiritual life. But this is saying there is an opportunity for you to take control, to gain more power and in a worldly sense and take control of a situation, or even put somebody in their place or something like that, where you're coming out ahead and they're wanting you to do that. Okay, so come to terms with that. That's what they're advising you to do. So let's get to your card, your songs cards. I did see on another channel somebody had actually printed the song cards with the lyrics and everything on there, and I thought that was a good idea, but I'm just going to use the ones that I have right now. And go ahead and think about like whatever questions that you still have, guys, about the reading, or anything I didn't answer, or anything that you need clarity on, or just in general think about your person and your situation here. And we'll just go ahead, and when the timing is right, I'm gonna tap this button and see what's coming through for group 1, like which of these songs will complement the reading. Okay, just give me a second here. Okay, number 5. What's number 5? I want to get all out of order. Okay, that's number 5. Okay. Prince Kiss. So that's an iconic song. I would doubt anybody watching hasn't heard this song before, but you might want to give it another listen because it's coming through for you guys. I think I'll go ahead and read the lyrics just because I love him. Obviously, this is my deck. He's in the deck for a reason because he's awesome, and I like this song. I think it's a song about loving unconditionally, right? So you don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. Very romantic. That's his love language, though. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so we're going on. I love this song, though. Oh, that cracks me up. Anyway, you don't need experience to turn me out. You just leave it all up to me. I'm going to show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss. You don't have to talk dirty, baby. If you want to impress me, you can't be too flirty, mama. I know how to undress me. I want to be your fantasy. I feel like this person does fantasize and daydream. I said that at the beginning. Maybe you could be mine. You just leave it all up to me. We could have a good time. Good time Charlie card. Isn't that what I said the sun was? I want to have a good time. Maybe you are having a good time. If you're overthinking on something, this person is here to put your mind at ease. They're here to let you know that, you know, you don't have to be rich. You don't have to be cool. Ain't no particular sign. So even like, I know sometimes when people come to me for a private reading, and especially if it's over phone or text, I will ask for their zodiac signs. I know it's astrological signs, but you know, people recognize the word zodiac like more readily. So when I say zodiac signs, they usually know immediately what I'm asking for. So when I ask for that to connect their energy better, they sometimes are nervous and tentative to tell me if their signs are signs that are typically or traditionally normally considered incompatible. Okay, so they'll be hesitant to share their signs with me because they think that's going to mean that the reading is going to be a bad reading, or say a bad thing, or something they don't want to hear. But that's not always the case. And I think somebody out there needed to hear that. So this is person saying, ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss. And they want to dance. Grown women rule this person's world, not girls. Okay, not girls. Well, if they're coming across in an emperor energy, or if you're being asked to embody the divine masculine energy, that's a grown energy, a mature energy. But you come across as mature and grown anyway, so that's why they like you so much. And some of you might feel like, well, maybe you're too old for this person, or there's an age difference. Again, not for all, but if you do feel that way, that's not an issue for this person. Okay, yeah, wonderful. So that's what you guys got for your song. We already got advice for you. I did say I would get messages from this person. I am being drawn to my little handheld deck, my little handmade deck. And so we'll get it from here. Probably get some from my notes from your beloved deck as well. I think I like that song sufficiently that I'm not going to pull any from my Heartstrings Tarot deck. So we'll do that maybe for group 2. I just haven't used this deck in a while. I wish it was more convenient to use. Anyways, think about your person, guys. What would their person like to say to them if they had no filter? Your dreamy imagination about the bright future we could have pierces my soul and draws me to you. Pierces my heart and draws me to you. Okay. So maybe you guys are the dreamy ones. Okay. Maybe this person is seeing you that way. Like I said, this person does feel like you really care about them. In a lot of cases, you know, love them and they love you. And they've gotten clarity and aha moments. So maybe you said something about the way you think or your vision for the future or how you feel, and that was an aha moment to this person, that they feel the same way too. But just take the message how it resonates. They are drawn to you. Like, you have touched this person's heart. The Hermit is kind of imaginative anyway, but more in a subdued way, I think. I don't know. It's a spiritual card. The Hermit does tend to get too logical and overthink sometimes, though. This person thinks that you have a dreamy imagination, or they're saying that they have a dreamy imagination. If they're a water sign, that's probably very true. It's probably something that comes very naturally to them. And either way, though, you both feel that you have a bright future here. Let's get another card from this person. Message from them. We've got, I enjoy a good intellectual challenge. So playing little mind games with you makes things more fun and interesting for me. So maybe you guys do the little fighting for funsies thing, little wrestling, little verbal wrestling, or maybe you notice this person, like they say they like the little intellectual challenge. So maybe playing games together is something that you guys would both enjoy, this person would enjoy. They say they enjoy little mind games, and that makes it more fun and interesting for them. So fun and interesting is important to this person. And you're probably a very naturally interesting person. And I think this person does draw you into being playful and having more fun with that Sun card. This person could have their Mars in Pisces. I don't think I said the signs, and for my own amusement and for those that like to know the signs, we've got the Hermit, Leo, Mars in Pisces, Aries, and Jupiter in Pisces. Okay. This is Venus in Scorpio, Venus in Aquarius. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got, I think that's more Aquarius energy. Moon in Aquarius. I'm planning a little surprise for you that you're going to love, but it's a secret. So this is a playful individual, but they like to do it in kind of a mental way. And even though this person has a ton of emotion for you, when they're being playful, they like to do it in a mental way. So there could be a water sign with strong air in their chart, for example. But this is what we've got there. What else? Anything else from this? Hearing this person is an individual. feel like you're both very much individuals and strong personalities. Just very like different, but strong in different ways. Which I think they're saying to be assertive, because this person is a little bit of a handful. At least, you know how kids can be rambunctious. When we think of being a happy kid and all the fun things we did, and like when we're with someone and they bring out our inner child and we play, certain games, word games, witty banter, little mind games, which little mind games are fine as long as you're both in on it, right? And intellectual challenges with one another, to one another, back and forth or whatnot. We think about that in the wholesomeness of it. But there's also, I mean, I'm sure, anybody that's had kids knows they can be a handful. I think this person can be a handful at times. They can be a little self-centered or focused on themselves at times. Okay. But, Hermit can be as well, too. Hermit tends to be of service, though, to others. But they need a lot of space and a lot of room. So let's get a message from this person. I'm going to wrap up the reading because I'm already going a really long time and everything. So we got to get a move on. Got to get a move on and get to group 2. Let's get a couple final messages from group 1's person, please. What would they say to group 1 if they had no filter? I'm being drawn away from this deck. One second. This deck. Okay, this is the one I'm supposed to be using. This little deck came from Amanda Rose Tarot, which I don't know if she still makes videos, but I liked her. Okay, and so anyways, it's a good deck. And what message does this person have for the viewer? They wanted this deck, so show us what we need to see. What do they really want to say? Your mind is just as sexy as your beauty. I love you. Mic drop. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. And this one's at the bottom of the deck. About half of you need to hear this one. all of you can appreciate this one, but specifically, I'm being told half of you really need to hear this one. Baby, you know exactly what to say to cheer me up. You're the best listener always and forever. So your communication style might be a little different. I'm here a little challenged, but in a fun way, usually some sort of fighting for funsies, playfulness kind of thing, witty banter or something. But it works for this person. Like they feel like you know how to cheer them up. Some of you are a really good listener. The Hermit is a good listener. Like they really hear and digest what they listen to, especially when they're listening to somebody that they care about. And they usually care about pretty much everybody, which is why they need so much time alone. But this one is really calling. I mean, to me, that is, the best card, because your mind is just as sexy as your beauty. They love the way you think. They feel like you guys are compatible intellectually and in the way you play, communicate. And I think it's probably rare for this person to feel that kind of a connection and to be able to be themselves in this way, the way that they can when they're with you. So they really like your mind and they love you. So what I got for you, group 1. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you next time. Moving on to group 2. Hi Group 2, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So I'm going to do for you, I think, what I did for Group 1. And pull an emotional card or emotions card from the Emotional Barometer deck, which I used to use quite a bit but haven't used lately, but I'm going to use it today. So go ahead and think about your person of interest, the one that you came to the reading for. We're going to get into it and see how this person really feels about you. How's this person feeling about Group 2, please? Melancholy. Then we've got loving at the bottom of the deck. But when I first pulled out the deck, I saw weepy, and I almost said that, but I didn't, and it doesn't matter because melancholy came out anyway to say that this person is feeling a bit down in general, okay? Melancholy or sadness has something to do with this reading. As the first paragraph says, and you can screenshot this and read it for yourself if you want to. Some people like me to read the whole thing. Most do not. And I just do what I feel like doing. And I feel like reading the first paragraph. Melancholy is not rage or bitterness. It is a noble species of sadness that arises when we are open to the fact that life is inherently difficult for everyone and that suffering and disappointment are at the heart of human experiences. So life is tough. If you're in separation from this person, they think back on things wistfully. The pain brought wisdom. If they hurt you, they feel like you have grown in wisdom and beauty as a result of that. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Sometimes we learn in difficult ways sometimes. And maybe this person's been through some hardship. And experienced some sadness that has really helped them to empathize with people, with you, in a different way, to help them to truly understand just the suffering of others and loneliness. This person could be feeling lonely for you, or feel like you're feeling lonely, but this is their feelings. It's about walking that tightrope, you know? You could have a bunch of people around you and still feel lonely if they're not the right people. Or if you're just feeling off within yourself, too. This is saying to travel and explore the world and yet to put down deep roots. So this conflicting desire to do two opposite things. But that's what life's about, balance. So maybe this person's having a difficult time finding a balance in the relationship or finding a balance in themselves to fulfill the demands of our body's appetite for food, and then also to want to stay thin and fit and sober. So some kind of like need for moderation, or just having a tough time walking that line, but growing in wisdom. And that everybody goes through these things. Melancholy, when it is shared, is the beginning of friendship. So maybe you guys met and bonded over similar struggles. Maybe this is a trauma bond for some. Remember, it's a general reading. I'm reading for the community. Apply it how it resonates and forget what doesn't resonate. But maybe it's a trauma bond for some, or this person is understanding life struggles in a new way that affects the relationship. Group 2, let's get into it. So the card coming out to represent you, Group 2, is Temperance. And talk about moderation. So maybe you are, you're an example of moderation to this person. Maybe you both went through struggles in the past, but now they see you having figured out a way of living that has worked for you. Or maybe you, it's your energy. This is you. You're figuring out a way of living that is working for you. Temperance is about balance. It's about how conflicts are tough. Conflicts are tough, but through conflict, we grow as well, right? I'm a firm believer that you don't need conflict to grow. I think that's something that our society tells itself to make ourselves feel better. You grow best when the conditions are right, aka when you're in a comfort zone. But you can also grow from conflict. Sometimes you just don't have a choice, and you're growing, and you represent somebody that that doesn't give up. You keep trying things until it works for you, and you're divinely guided. This is spiritual energy. I have spiritual people watching my channel. We had a spiritual card come out for the viewer in the last reading too, and this is about essentially finding balance through moderation and being divinely guided in doing so. And maybe seeming like a very serene person, but being a very strong person. You can come and you can go whenever you feel like it. But if you stick around, if you're sticking around, if you're continuing to deal with the situation, it's because you're always looking for like how to turn tin into silver, right? You're the alchemist. The Temperance is the alchemist. It's because you have a very curious mind and a lot of patience. Okay? If you're not a patient person, then you have a lot of endurance, or both. Okay? So we're going to move this over to the side and look at your combined energy in this. Oh, we got the 9 of Swords. So talk about suffering. The combined energy is tears and sleepless nights. Look at, I said weepy earlier, and then we see that this character on the card is weeping. And then there are 2 characters actually. In the traditional regular tarot, we only have 1 character on the card, but here we have 2. So it's like one witnessed the other crying, and then the one that's witnessing it is like, oh no, wide-eyed and shocked or surprised, or having an aha moment. Like, if this person ever hurt you, or if this person, like whoever this person hurt, I am seeing this person wake up in the middle of the night from a nightmare, or in thinking about that, they feel like they're living in a nightmare, like they created a nightmare. They're having this aha moment, this epiphany, like the light went on and they realize what they did and feel all kinds of mental agony and negative inner, they feel all kinds of mental agony and have had very anxious thoughts about it, and the realization of what they did. So regret and anxiety, sleepless nights. Maybe you're doing this too. Maybe you're both having difficulty sleeping at night or sleeping. Maybe you both struggle with anxiety, or this relationship is very anxiety inducing. That could be the case as well. Interesting. Okay. So how does this person feel about you? The person feels 10 of Cups towards you. So 10 of Cups is making the rounds today. Okay, 10 of Cups. This person's in love with you. If this is a newer connection, this person sees you as someone that they could be with in the long run, like for the long term. They could see having it all with you. If this is an ex, this person still sees having it all with you and they want to reconcile with you. They realize how much love that they have for you. Some of them, the relationship could be ending or could have ended, and it took that for them to open their eyes and realize that they are in love with you and that this love is true. And like they're seeing you for the good person that you actually are. I'm hearing for the grown-up that you actually are. But the Temperance energy is a very grown energy. It's the kind of energy that when you're young, when you're a teeny bopper, you might ignore or think is boring. And you know what this energy is? From the movie Reality Bites. And that's my generation. It's like gold standard. Okay. One of them for young adult angst. Anyways, in the movie, Winona Ryder has a choice between Ethan Hawke, who is like the quintessential bad boy, you know, kind of person, and Ben Stiller, who is, he's a grown-up. He's like an accountant or something. Wears a suit, and the opposite of Ethan Hawke. And as an adult watching that movie back, like when you're young, we're like, oh yeah, choose Ethan Hawke, you know, he gets it, he's down. Oh Lord, it's so funny to think about. And he's hot, you know, whatever. And then as an adult, you watch it back and you're like, damn, she really slept on Ben Stiller's character. Like he was the right choice for her. Like, in a sense, that I could totally see that working out. He was a good guy. This is like Ben Stiller. You're Ben Stiller, viewer. In that movie, that particular character, okay? Some of you, that's your story. Like, this person slept on you because they didn't see your value. And now they find themselves waking up from, you know, from a nightmare, the nightmare that is their life, perhaps. At the very least, they've had a conversation with someone about this. Anyways, but having a, like realization that they love you and that you love them. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like this is somebody from, like this is an ex or someone that you're currently dealing with or dealing with again. This person feels very positively about you, regardless of what this Nine of Swords is representing. Like they really feel like they have you, like they feel like they're going to have you in the future, like they want you in their future. And the Temperance would talk about you feeling like that as well. Like this is the person that you're going to end up with eventually, or there's a good shot, there's a good chance this is the person you're going to end up with in the end. It's just like, when is the end, right? Because it looks like there is an ending happening, or has happened. So, but neither one of you has given up on this. And if this is a newer connection, neither one of you has given up on love. You know, regardless of the fact that you both share some painful experiences that you've had to endure and overcome. Okay, so let's look at the outcome and the advice. First is the outcome. Three of Swords. So that explains the melancholy. This person feels like it's a tragedy. You both, on some level, probably at night, when the world is quiet and you're alone with your thoughts, or maybe in dreams, have felt like that you've dealt with tragedies in life, and that if this relationship's not working out or hasn't worked out, that it's a tragedy, you know? It really feels like You know, you've taken it hard. You've both taken it hard. And some of you are still with this person, and despite the really good feelings that you have toward one another, something is lost in translation. It could be a third-party situation. That is, it could be another person getting in the mix, family, work, circumstances, but it's ending up in a split. Because 9 is the end of the cycle, so it does speak of endings, and 3 of Swords speaks of split. So you both feel like things are winding down, and in the future it looks like it will end up in a split, unfortunately. That doesn't mean that that split has to like last forever, especially because we have the 10 of Cups and the Temperance. Both of these cards are about seeing the other one in their long-term future. But if you are in separation, and it looks likely that that's going to continue for some time ahead, and if you're together, there looks like there's going to be a break in the connection. So I guess the good news is that the worst has passed. Okay, 9 of Swords is here in your combined energy, and in the future is 3 of Swords. So it's like 9 of Swords is far worse than 3 of Swords. So it's actually progress. That's actually progress. And even though you got like something not so great to look forward to in this with the 3 of Swords in the future, it's going to be like a hot, fast pain that's just like a shock and then over quickly, and you will survive. So I feel like because you guys have already been through so much, that this isn't gonna, like, this might destroy somebody who's been through less, but it's not gonna be that bad for you guys. You know what, I'm getting a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's around like these people. He's in a gymnasium and he's doing some sort of an event, and he's signing autographs. And this fucking, sorry, I cussed. I'm trying to be a little more YouTube appropriate. My bad. This guy comes up behind him and like does a flying kick, like flies and kicks him like with all his might, and then like drops like a mic onto the floor, like his body was the mic drop. He kicked him really hard, and Schwarzenegger was like, he didn't even move. He's an oak. Even at his age, he's an old guy now. He didn't budge. All he did was kind of like glance over his shoulder, like, oh, like it was a mosquito, or somebody just tapped him on the shoulder, and just kind of glances over his shoulder and then goes back to what he was doing and signs it. And then later he says, when he saw the footage, he didn't realize that he had been hit that hard. He said he didn't even realize that. He thought that somebody had kind of tapped him on the shoulder or smacked him on the back or something. And I feel like because you guys are so strong and you've been through so much, because your advice is strength, by the way, and you've already been through so much in this relationship, and as individuals you're already, you know, strong people and have been through a lot, that this is going to be like that. You're barely gonna, I mean, it would destroy, this 3 of Swords in the future would destroy someone else. But you guys are Arnold Schwarzeneggers in this. You're barely even gonna notice. Like, it's gonna affect you, but it's not gonna be devastating. And even just being forewarned is forearmed. Seeing this here could help you to avoid it, okay? You can, if this is like a blow up, if this is like a mean, callous breakup, if this is some sharp words spoken that otherwise would have created a blow up, you can, with your moderate energy, sort of moderate that in such a way that it doesn't end up that way, and maybe you can avoid the split. Okay. So whatever this is, because swords are communication, so it could be, you know, some sharp words spoken, and you can choose your words and your tone a little bit more carefully, and that could make like all the difference here. But with the strength card here as advice, it's telling you basically to have courage, to be strong, and to plan ahead. Protect yourself, of course, have boundaries, but you can get out ahead of this. There's a reason why, you know, this delicate maiden is riding the lion, why she could easily tame him and handle him. It's because she saw him coming, started planning ahead, and you know, like handled it like with wisdom and instinct, and listened to her instinct, and just was smart about it. So you're more than ready to face this. Like I said, this is 3 of Swords, that's 9 of Swords. You've been through the worst. The worst is open. Or the worst is over. I'm sorry, not open. The worst is open? The worst is over. Maybe it feels like all hell has broken loose in the relationship or in some area, but it is over. Like the worst is over. And just rely on your inner strength at this time and just remain calm, and you will easily master the situation. Like, you're going to master this. And anytime something like this happens again in the future, well, first of all, you're going to be able to get out ahead of it and prevent it from happening in a lot of cases. But if it were to happen, another, you know, situation like this, you're definitely going to be able to handle it, because you're going to be able to like master it. But it will require your courage to see it through, and you've got this. Believe in yourself. And yeah, again, when you talk to this person, to diffuse a potential bad situation, you do want to take a firm but calm and soft approach to this person. You can still assert yourself but just do it without being harsh, without being hurtful, you know, without being sharp worded. Just assert yourself in a soft and firm approach. Yeah. Because, yeah, it looks like you're definitely, like, out of the 2 of you, you and your person, you're the stronger person. So you can, you know, bring peace to the situation. But it will require you to, like, hear this person out, and then use, like, calm persuasion to make your point. Okay? You definitely got the power to handle whatever this is. Hearing that song, I've got the power. Yeah, you've got the power to handle whatever this is. And yeah, cooler heads prevail. I happened to catch a rerun of Steven Seagal when he made that show like 20 years ago, and he's a deputy sheriff, and it's like the show Cops, but it's with Steven Seagal, the martial arts actor from a long time ago. Anyway, and he says that he reads the book The Art of War every day, and it's all about how to disarm your opponent without conflict. And so maybe somebody wants to pick that up and read it and get some ideas. But it's just about keeping yourself in check, and cooler heads prevail, that sort of thing. A calm and a soft and firm approach, and persuasion works a lot better than brute force. And just like, and for some of you, I feel like this won't be hard for you, because you've probably already learned a lot of that lesson anyway. So my Jedis out there, some of you are Jedis, right? You guys are like that. You got it like that, Jedi energy. So first of all, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below. I'm going to get a song for you guys, and I am going to use my songs deck. So go ahead and think about your person, or any questions that you might have about this reading, or needing clarity on anything. And maybe one of these songs will come out and answer that, or will be, you know, complimentary to the reading in some way. That's the intention. So give me a moment here. Let's see which one of these cards is for you guys. Okay. Lucky 13. Second. Did I say something about... Maybe I didn't. Okay, we've got I'm Your Baby Tonight by Whitney Houston. And that's an interesting card to come out for this. And I'm not sure how it relates, so let's read it and see what it says. You guys can also look it up on YouTube and listen to it. But from the moment I saw you, I went out of my mind. I never believed in love at first sight. Yeah, the epiphany, the aha moment that happened late at night after having screwed everything up, perhaps, that, you know, that's when this person realized, hey, I'm in love with group 2. And let's see. But you have a magic that I just can't explain. You've got a way that you make me feel. I can do anything for you, baby. I'll be down for you, baby. Lay all my cards out tonight. We are laying cards out for this person. But yeah, just call on me, baby. I'll be there in a hurry. It's your moves, so baby, decide. So maybe the decision's, it's like on you to decide what you want to do. You have the power. You are stronger than this person. I mean, they're apparently, for some of you watching, your person is waiting for you to decide on something. They're saying, whatever you want from me, I'm giving you everything. I'm your baby tonight. You've given me ecstasy. You are my fantasy. I'm your baby tonight. So this person wants to give themselves to you, particularly at night. And we saw that earlier, nighttime kept coming out for you guys as times when, yeah, when you're thinking about each other. From the second you touched me, I was ready to die. I've never been fatal. You're my first time. That's dramatic, but intense and romantic at the same time. I feel like an angel. I think you probably are this person's angel. Whoever that is, that's temperance energy. I feel like an angel who just started to fly. Well, you got a way that you make me feel like I can do anything for you. I will fly. Hold on and enjoy the ride. I'm not in a hurry. We can fly all night. It's your move. Let's fly. So whatever I do, it's all about you. Ain't that the truth? I'm helplessly in love with you. 10 of Cups energy for sure. What else can I do? Well, it's what else can I do, boy? But be there for you, baby. You got a way that you're making me feel like I can do anything. Yeah. Okay, I'll spare you. This is Whitney. There is no way to imitate her that even remotely does her justice. But yeah, so I think you can get the gist. I think you get the idea, right? And you hold the cards. You got the magic, and I've got to have it. I don't want the pieces. I want every single part. I'll be your angel. I'm ready and able whenever you want. Whatever you want is fine. Whenever you're ready, just call on your lady and I'll be your baby tonight. So just call on your man or your lady. They'll be your baby. So there's something about you having the cards, you having the strength, you calling the shot, it being up to you, being your decision. Maybe you are the one that has someone or something else holding you back. I don't know. You tell me. Let's get some messages from this person. For group 2, those who are watching, what would their person say to them if they had no fear, no filter? Go ahead and think about your person, group 2. Let's see. Okay. Lucky 13 again. Ever since I met you, my life's transformed for the better. Thank you. This person is crediting you with transforming their life, with being this aha moment, this bright shining light, with rocking their world. And that was what was said in this song too. From the moment I saw you, I went out of my mind. I never believed in love at first sight. But you've got a magic that I just can't explain. You've got a way that you make me feel I can do anything for you. I'll be down for you, lay out all my cards for you. Wow. What'd you guys do to this person? I love it. Do it again. No. You just got it like that, huh? Okay, let's get another one. I have some passionate viewers. Okay, let's see. What else would this person say? These bright pink ones are major arcana, by the way. So major energies coming out. This says, you're everything I want in a partner. I'm open to starting a family with you. Can't make it up. I can't make it up. Your person's feelings, 10 of Cups. And then we've got the Empress here. It's about long-term commitment, marriage, family. Okay. The bottom of the deck, another major arcana. It's the Justice. I need to consider the facts objectively so everyone's treated fairly. I feel like that is true, but this person can't be all that objective towards you because once your heart explodes, your mind takes a back seat. Does that make sense? Okay, let's get one more. Okay, for group 2. So I think this person is still logical and wants to approach it that way. But I'm just saying, to a certain extent. This person's flirting with you from underneath my deck. This one. More Temperance energy. We may be opposites, but if we try, we can make a potent combination. It's possible we'll end up together. See, that's what I said. You guys both feel that way. You both feel, bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles energy. Let me just say, this is not the way that I saw. This is not the way I saw this reading going. When I first pulled these cards, I was sitting in my car, letting the car warm up, and I wanted to use my time wisely, so I just wanted to, like, do something, you know what I mean? Multitask. And so I decided to pull your guys' cards, and then 3 of Swords came out, and the outcome, I'm like, oh, yuck. Like, oh, no, I'm going to have to do a disappointing reading. And now look at this. This is not what I expected. Anyway, 10 of Pentacles. I can see us growing old together. You already feel so familiar to me. That's why I love my cards. Anyway. So, yeah. We've got Temperance twice. So somebody is a Sagittarius or has it strong in their chart. And then we've got some Libra and Taurus energy. We've got some Scorpio energy. 9 of Swords is air sign energy. Mars and Gemini, somebody could have that. 10 of Cups is Mars and Pisces, so very strong Martian energy coming through, lots of passion. We've got Saturn in Libra and Leo, if I haven't said so already. Okay, anyway, let's look. Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity, Batman. Yeah. Divine partnership. You guys do share a loyalty and a bond, but I feel like you're developing in ways like to help you communicate better. Like the verbal and the communication between the two of you is developing. I think that is going to get better. And if there has been outside interference, which there has been for a lot of you, if not most, in some way, shape, or form, outside interference, I see there being a conversation about that. Might be what leads to the 3 of Swords, but if it's handled appropriately with the Strength card, I think you can dodge the 3 of Swords. You know, dodge a lot of that. Maybe stay together instead of splitting up. Or if you split up, it's only temporary, and then come back together and it's better if you follow that advice. Okay. And finally, let's finish off with these cards. You know, which deck am I drawn to? Okay, this one. Some parting messages from Group 2's person of interest, please. What would they say to Group 2 if they had no filter? Excuse me, babe. Wow. You really, you really rock my world. Did I not say that? Rewind it. I'm pretty sure when I pulled this card, my Tower card, that I said that you rock this person's world. I could be wrong about that, okay? But I'm pretty sure. Babe, wow, you really rock my world. I love spending time with you, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have, I love your crazy side and how you aren't afraid to show it. You're sexy. You are sexy and exciting to me. Then underneath that, and I'm pulling it because I feel like it goes with the Strength card. Darling, any lady or man won't do. I need you. I want you to be confident, so do it. That's what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that was helpful. Again, please hit that like button and subscribe. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down in the description box down below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care.